What's up guys, it's ShotColor MIA here, and today I will be doing an Annie mid Runes and Masteries guide for Season 4 with the current update being 4.13. And to kick off things, I use, for quintessences, I use flat AP, which is 4.95 each, totaling 15 for the 3 quintessences. And then for the glyphs, I use a mixture. I use some greater glyphs of ability power. I use 5 of them to total 6. And then I use 4 greater glyphs of magic resist, 1.34 each, totaling 4. I just think that's it comes out even, and it's nice. And then for seals, I use a mixture as well. Greater seal of mana regen, so it's 0.41 mana regen per 5. I use, I believe, 5 of them, and that's 2 mana regen per 5 in total. And then I use greater seals of armor, so it's a flat 4 armor. If you want, you can change these out, use scaling health per level, or just flat, or use the rest of them as flat armor. And then for marks, I use magic penetration. I just feel like it's a good decision to have for Annie, so she can't be countered with the high MR. Okay, and then also the reason why I take low amounts of defense is as Annie, I don't feel as pressured in lane, because for one, I use my Q, I Q a minion, I get half that mana, or I get it back. I get the mana back, and so that's just, it fits really well into Annie's kit, and you can easily easily avoid death in that lane, and so that's why I only take 4 MR and 4 armor to add to the base stats, which isn't too bad. And then so in total for your statistics for your runes, you have 22 ability power, which is very good for Annie, 4 MR, 4 armor, 2 mana regen per 5, which means that you'll hardly ever run out of mana as Annie in lane, and then 7.8 magic pen to finish off enemies. And then masteries for Annie, pretty stereotypical AP mid. I run 2190, and going with defense first, I take 1 point in block, 2 points in recovery. Both of them are for sustaining and mitigating any damage in lane. Increases 2 points in enchanted armor, which just helps you with the armor and magic resist, which helps you. This 5% also increases your runes from your runes, which is really good. And then 3 points in veteran scar and 3% maximum health. With those, with the base health and then the scaling health, and then with all your runes, I mean, you shouldn't really have a problem as Annie in a lane, especially if you start off with like a Doran's ring. You won't have any problems with having health problems in lane. And then going over the 21 points in offense, I take double-edged sword just because dealing an additional 1.5% damage while taking 1.5% damage is definitely the risk you want to take, because as Annie you can really lock up an opponent if you chain your combo correctly. And then expose weakness, this is really good. After you damage an enemy, it amplifies the amount of damage, which with Annie it's easy to get combos off, thus creating more damage. 4 points in sorcery, you always want that CDR. You want to take the full points in AP per level, flat AP, and also the percentage increase of ability power, that's always good. And then dangerous game is also pretty good, because once you assassinate a target with your combo, you basically get most of that health and mana back. And then executioner is very key for Annie, because I mean, not all the time your opponents will be above 50% health, and when they're below 50% health and you combo, you will most likely kill the opponent every single time as Annie mid, since you are a AP glass cannon. And then devastating strike, 6% armor and magic penetration just helps you, if you don't have that void staff yet, it just helps you get into the MR within your laning opponents. And then have a 3% increased damage. I mean, it's the 21st point, you need it. It's a lot better than any other point above in the tree or any other trees. It's just, I mean, you just want to take it. And then that's about it, guys. Just 2190 as Annie, and then the runes, a little bit mixture of mana regen with armor and MR with AP. And that's about it, guys. This is ShotColor MIA. This is my updated 4.13 Annie mid Season 4 Runes and Masteries guide, and I'll see you guys later.